Tonight, the catastrophic winter storm charging across the country right now. 180 million bracing for life-threatening snow, ice, and freezing rain as temperatures begin to plunge. Rare snow starting now in Texas. Drivers spinning out in the Midwest. Trucks jackknife. 16 states declaring states of emergency. Workers racing to sand and salt roads. Plus chaos at grocery stores. Shelves cleaned out and lines wrapped around blocks. Will the power grids hold? The urgent warning that outages could last for days. Our reporters spread out across the storm zone. The former Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin just captured. He spent years on the run. How officials closed in on one of the FBI's most wanted. Plus his $15 million Mercedes, authorities seized. At this hour, massive protests erupting in Minneapolis. Plus, our reporter presses the Border Patrol commander on how that 5-year-old ended up in ICE custody. His response tonight. 5 suspects arrested, accused of ambushing a judge and his wife, shooting through the front door. The possible motive and how they were caught because of a face mask left behind. A 2-year-old in the backseat of a car when a crook jumps in and takes off. The video of the mother frantically searching for her son, and the dramatic moment when officers find that little boy. Trapped at the bottom of the world, the cruise ship stuck in ice in Antarctica. A deputy and a bystander rushing in to save a mailman as his truck is engulfed in flames.
This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Yamas.
And good evening. That unprecedented, potentially catastrophic storm has now begun its life-threatening march across much of the country. More than half of all Americans are in the storm's path tonight. In the Midwest, millions are being pounded right now by blinding snow and powerful winds. While in Texas and Oklahoma, that monster storm is firing up with snow and plunging temperatures. Look at the storm's path. Few states will be spared as it plows its way east. Governors in 16 states have declared states of emergency already. Across the storm zone, you see this, empty shelves as worried residents raid supermarkets. Just look at this long line outside one in New York. Forecasters warn the ice down south could cripple major cities, halting traffic and possibly knocking out power for millions for days. More than 5,200 flights have already been canceled for the weekend, and that's likely just the beginning. Parts of the Northeast are in a foot of snow or more. Bill Karen standing by to time out the storm, and our correspondents are spread out across the storm's path. We begin tonight with Emily Aked.
Tonight, a triple threat of blinding snow, life-threatening cold, and ice. Chaos already unfolding on roads across the country. High winds in Iowa nearly flipping this semi-truck. And drivers facing near zero visibility as lake effect snow in Michigan turns highways into white walls. Police in Indiana warning of slide-offs on the road after this vehicle got stuck in the deep snow. And the bitter cold tonight punishing, with wind chills plummeting to minus 31 degrees in Chicago, and in Duluth, a staggering minus 51. But for crews, the work never stops.
I got about 5 layers of clothes on.
It is pretty cold. It's probably 0 degrees right now.
And this isn't just a cold snap. Below freezing temperatures could last for the next 10 days, coupled with more than a foot of snow in parts of the Northeast.
The dangers that we're talking about now is not just the potential of an enormous storm with a significant amount of snowfall. It is the aftermath.
That fear triggering a run on the essentials.
This is my second day trying to get gas.
We are out of kerosene heaters until tomorrow.
From the nation's capital to the south, where shelves are being stripped bare.
They're out of eggs, there's no bacon, there's no butter.
Ryan Chandler is in Texas, where ice is the biggest threat.
This Dallas hardware store is all out of propane, sand, rock salt. Customers rushing to prepare in the last hours before the freeze hits.
Inside the largest power plant in Texas, preps for a winter storm have been underway for months. Priscilla Thompson is there.
Operators in this control room are monitoring supply 24/7, using these panels to get power to the grid. And if there's a problem, they pick up this red phone and alert the state.
In Georgia, there hasn't been an ice warning this severe in 12 years. Kathy Park is in Tennessee at a transportation nerve center.
Here in Memphis, this hub, powered by more than 100 traffic cameras, will allow dispatchers to identify wrecks and roadblocks in real time. Then they'll be able to deploy the essential resources to help motorists and emergency crews right away.
There have been at least 16 states of emergency declared so far, as governors issue an urgent plea: stay home and off the roads.
Our greatest concerns remain unsafe travel and power outages that could last for days.
Now workers scrambling to trim trees and mobilize equipment, hoping the infrastructure holds against the weight of this massive storm.
Emily Aketa joins us now live. Emily, from New York City, where you are. Grocery stores here across the country also have been swamped with people all day.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. We're just now seeing a break from the lines that had spilled outside of this grocery store. But I want to show you is what's happening on the inside. You're going to see shelf after shelf bare, and with workers trying to restock those shelves, these images harken back to the panic buying during the pandemic. And take a look at this, lines weaving through grocery stores across the country as millions prepare, Tom, for a potentially historic storm.
People scrambling to get whatever they can. All right, Emily, we thank you for that. I want to get right over to Bill Cairns. Bill, the storm is a monster. Time it out over the next 72 hours for us.
Already treacherous in areas of Oklahoma, North Texas, Dallas. After midnight, your temperature goes below freezing, and it may not go above freezing till Tuesday afternoon. That's the big story with this. Huge storm, long duration cold snap after it. We're going all the way from New Mexico to Maine with our warnings, and the ice storm warnings are of particular importance because you could lose power for days. We're talking these areas in blue, East Texas all the way through northern half of Louisiana, especially the northern half of Mississippi. And then this area now from Atlanta extending through the upstate of South Carolina, through Richmond, possibly even up close to Washington, D.C. That ice force has gotten worse in the last couple of days. As far as snow totals go, historic in Oklahoma City, Louisville, not often you could get a foot of snow out of this. Same for areas of Cleveland. In the Northeast, if you're all snow, 12 to 18 inches, a little bit of a mix in D.C. and New York will keep your totals down a little bit. And talking about the cold after this is Monday morning, Tom. 21 degrees in Houston, 5 in Memphis. There's going to be schools closed across the board.
A lot of negative temps as well. All right, Bill, we thank you for that. Some states already seeing some action. Oklahoma City is set to get the worst of the storm. Candace Sweat from our NBC Dallas Fort Worth station is there. And Candace, it's already begun.
Tom, we're expecting a mix of rain, sleet, and snow any minute now, with the situation worsening over the next 72 hours. We're talking Oklahoma could get about 10 inches at least of precipitation. But I want to give you a look at where we are now. We're at one of the hubs for the Oklahoma Department of Transportation. That is a big pile of sand and salt. That's what's being used to treat the roads all across the state. What we're looking at is about 3 or 4 stories of treatment. That's a lot. And then I want to take you over here to one of the loading trucks, cranked up and ready to go. These are the trucks that are keeping hundreds and thousands of tons of sand and salt moving in and out of this hub throughout the state, throughout the night, ultimately with the goal to keep people safe. Tom.
Yeah, that first line of defense so the snow doesn't turn into ice. We thank you for that, Candace. The flight cancellations, they're already stacking up. George Solis is at the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. And George, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, Tom, we've been at the airport all day as people scramble to get on flights before they're grounded. This big board here expected to look a lot different in 24 hours as there are more delays in cancellations. Already, airlines have canceled more than 5,000 flights through the weekend. Travel app Hopper is estimating some 15,000 delays before the weekend. Now, there's going to be disruptions across the country, but major airports at Dallas, Atlanta, here in Charlotte expected to be impacted the most, and major airlines like American, Delta, and United urging customers to reschedule or even waiving some of those rebooking fees. Tom?
It's going to be a mess for travelers. George, we thank you. That other major headline we're tracking today, an Olympic snowboarder who allegedly transformed into one of the world's biggest drug kingpins in the world, was finally captured. Kelly O'Donnell has the details.
Let's go. From world acclaim at the Olympic Games,
Canadian rider Ryan Wedding,
to the FBI's 10 most wanted list, now captured and shackled, the manhunt for Ryan Wedding is over.
He's a modern-day El Chapo. He is a modern-day Pablo Escobar, and he thought he could evade justice.
No longer the daring athlete snowboarding the slopes for Canada. The 44-year-old surrendered in Mexico City Thursday night. Authorities say Wedding built a vast criminal drug trafficking enterprise that pumped 60 metric tons of cocaine into the U.S. He is also accused of conspiring to kill a witness.
Wedding murdered one of the witnesses in his cases, thinking that it would prevent him from being brought to justice. And that did not work.
The FBI confiscated parts of his fortune, including high-end collectibles.
We seized the Mercedes-Benz, estimated over $15 million. We seized dozens of motorcycles worth approximately $40 million, and other valuable artwork and jewelry.
Wedding had used aliases including Giant and El Jefe. Authorities suspected he altered his appearance while hiding out in Mexico for a decade. In November, the Justice Department increased the reward to $15 million, but declined to say if a payout is due.
To go down to Mexico to find a guy who's been on the lam for multiple years for some of the most egregious crimes on planet Earth takes an interagency-wide effort.
Monday afternoon, Wedding will be in federal court in Los Angeles for his first appearance on multiple charges that relate to what officials call his billion-dollar cocaine operation. Tom?
All right, Kelly, thank you. In Minneapolis tonight, massive protests against ICE immigration enforcement, part of an economic boycott in the state, as we're getting new images from that controversial incident when a 5-year-old ended up in ICE custody. Here's Maggie Vespa.
Tonight, despite the brutal cold, a massive crowd of anti-ICE protesters flooding downtown Minneapolis. It's part of today's statewide boycott on work, school, and shopping.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you that you would do that to a child?
This as we learn new details about the case of 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his father, Adrian Conejo Arias. New video showing ICE officers escorting the preschooler into a black SUV.
Where's your humanity? That's a kid!
DHS says officers were targeting the father, who was here illegally and had a deportation order, though a family attorney says he came lawfully and had applied for asylum. DHS tonight saying it has no record of an asylum claim, adding Arias ran from officers, abandoning his son, and Liam's mother refused to take custody.
Over those past 4 years, hundreds of thousands of children were trafficked across that border. We're definitely the experts at dealing with children, unfortunately.
We pressed Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bavino, who stressed Liam and his father are together in a federal facility.
We still have people saying that they're outraged at the idea of little kids being held in custody at all. So what do you say to those people, and what kinds of conditions are young children being held in?
As far as that family has not been separated, that child is in the least restrictive setting possible.
Tonight, a Texas congressman releasing video of the ICE facility where they're being held, showing libraries, schools, and basketball courts. All as a Minneapolis city councilman now says this 2-year-old named Chloe is in ICE custody after her father was arrested as the pair were driving home from the grocery store.
Maggie, let's pick it up right there. The Department of Homeland Security is now responding to this new case.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. DHS saying Chloe's father was indeed their target, that he was in the country illegally, and they add her mother refused to take custody and that the toddler is now with her father in a federal facility. Tom.
Maggie Vespa for us. Tonight, 5 suspects are under arrest in the shooting of an Indiana judge and his wife in their home on Sunday. Sam Brock has the new details.
Tonight, 5 suspects are under arrest in connection with the shooting of Indiana Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife Kimberly. The ambush taking place Sunday with an attack right at the judge's home from his doorstep.
Someone advised we have your dog, and then a shot came through the door.
3 of the suspects are charged with attempted murder and 2 with lesser offenses. Investigators identifying Raylan Ferguson as the shooter and Thomas Moss, who, according to court records, is a high-ranking member of the Phantom motorcycle gang. Moss was set to appear before Judge Meyer 2 days after Sunday's shooting for charges that included domestic battery and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. His attorney in that case telling NBC News he doesn't represent Moss for these new charges. Using surveillance footage from both the Myers home and a neighbor, police say officers observed a male who was wearing a black and gray hooded flannel, black sunglasses, and appeared to have a white face mask. They say the shooter used a short-barreled shotgun with an obliterated model and serial number, which an Indiana state lab was able to partially restore, leading them to another suspect. Investigators also swabbed DNA from a white silicone face mask found near the scene to identify the alleged shooter, whose attorney was not immediately reached for comment. Authorities say Judge Myers suffered an injured arm and his wife an injured hip in this attack. Judge Myers still recovering and noting in a statement that this horrific violence will not shake my belief in the importance of peacefully resolving disputes. Sam Brock, NBC News.
When we return in 60 seconds, the 2-year-old boy rescued by police after he was kidnapped when a thief stole his mom's car. The emotional video next. We're back now with body cam footage from Colorado showing police discovering a 2-year-old boy inside of a stolen vehicle after an hours-long search. Here's Liz Kreutz.
Hi, it's okay.
Tonight, authorities searching for the man who Colorado Springs police say stole this SUV and kidnapped this little boy sitting alone inside.
Hi, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm with the police department.
In the heart-wrenching body camera video, released and blurred by police, you can see an officer trying to comfort 2-year-old Giovanni, who is crying and calling out for his mom.
We're gonna get your mama, okay?
Police say the car was stolen about 2 hours earlier after it was left running. Ring camera footage capturing the moment the suspect took off in the black Kia, followed by Giovanni's desperate mother running down the street pleading for help.
Somebody just took my car with my kid in it.
Police issuing an Amber Alert, eventually locating the car with the help of license plate recognition technology abandoned some 5 miles away.
Got him.
I know the officers in their mind were thinking, I hope Giovanni's inside. I hope Giovanni's inside. And then when they were able to find him, it was a relief for all of us.
Tonight, the suspect still on the loose, but Giovanni safe and back home with his family, who are thanking police for their quick response.
What was that moment like when he was reunited with his mother?
I don't know that I can describe that moment with words adequately. It's what we do this job for.
Police calling this the best possible outcome for what would be any parent's nightmare scenario. Liz Kreutz, NBC News.
And we're back in a moment with a dramatic rescue caught on camera after this mail truck burst into flames. Plus a major update just in about Luigi Mangione, what we're learning about his trial. That's next. We're back now with a trial date officially set for accused CEO killer Luigi Mangione. His federal trial is now set to begin with jury selection in early September. The big question is whether prosecutors will be allowed to seek the death penalty. It comes more than a year after United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot and killed in New York. Also tonight, dramatic new body cam video from a fiery car wreck in Washington state. You see that mail truck as it burst into flames after it collided with another car. A sheriff's deputy pulled the mailman out with a bystander attempting to put out the fire. Police say the mailman was seriously hurt and that someone in the other car was hurt as well. And check out this new video of Antarctica. You can see an Australian cruise ship that got stuck in all that ice. They had to call in a U.S. Coast Guard vessel to come to the rescue. You see it there making its way through the ice. It was able to break through the escort the cruise, I should say, away from danger. That's Nightly News for this Friday. I'm Tom Llamas. We thank you so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.